Welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha, Sammy J, and something is weird. Something is off today. If you can't tell, I'm missing some stuff in the front of my hair. Okay, so this video, as you saw in the title, is going to be teaching you guys how to install box braids, how to re-snatch your edges, or how to make sure that your edges is looking properly out here in these streets. The reason I took my hair out yesterday, because I mean they look fairly good. The reason I took them out is because they were getting kind of loose and kind of growing out, and my school is in the middle of nowhere. So I had to learn to do my hair myself. So while I was about to redo it, I'm like, why not just put a video up showing you guys how I do my hair? So starting off box braids, I recently big chopped in May. So my hair is really short, and for me to get them to look very organized, I have to do the Rubberband Method. And the Rubberband Method is basically when you take your hair, you separate it, and then you use rubber bands and you put it around it so it looks really organized. Alright, so what I went ahead and did last night was actually do the Rubberband Method at the front of my hair, and I just use a bobby pin to keep them down so I can stretch my hair a little bit. The reason I'm stretching my hair, can't even talk properly. The reason I'm stretching my hair is because when I big chopped, I realized and remembered my hair is really thick. Wow, that looked crazy. My hair is really thick, so it's not going to stay in the braid unless I put some gel on it. So the gel I'm using is the Cream of Nature Argan Oil Perfect Edges. This thing, okay, it's really cool. It does the job. It smells like cologne. That's the only thing, but it does the job. So I section it off and put the rubber band there. I put the edge control around it to slick it down, and I also put some along my twist that I made just to keep my hair straight so that when I start braiding, it doesn't start falling out of the braid. Things that you'll need for this hairstyle, kind of forgot. You're gonna need braiding hair. You can go to any of your wow, I look crazy. You can go to any of your beauty supply store and get braiding hair. I'm using Kanekalon. I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. And I don't know how many inches it was, and I'm in the color 1B because my hair is pretty dark, so I'm trying to match my hair. So what I'm gonna do is comb this out. And I'm going to get a piece of hair because I'm doing like jumbo braids, so my braids are like this size. When I'm taking my hair apart, which I did this last night to make it easier for myself because I have class in a few, so my hair is about this length or this thickness, whatever you want to describe it, and then I get a Denman brush. This is definitely a knockoff. It might not be the authentic one, don't judge me. And I just brush through the hair because it's hard when you're braiding your hair and you have all these snags in it and your braid won't come out perfect and uniform. So I just comb it out before, or brush it out before I actually do my braid. And by doing this, you also tease the bottom because you don't want to have a blunt cut at the end of your braid. You want your braid to like fall naturally. So if y'all ever wonder why natural girls have really toned arms, this is why. Now that that is done, I'm not good at math. I don't like to do fractions. You're not gonna take like 1/5, 1/4, whatever amount of the hair. I normally take like a little bit from this side, separate it, and you're gonna lock that around it or loop it around it like so. So now you have 3 pieces of hair, because I know some people braid and they use like just 2, and then when they start braiding they separate it. It doesn't work like that for me. I'd rather just start off with this. I mean, you're gonna get a knot at the beginning of your hair. If you don't want that, then I guess you can do the other way. Start my braid. I'm kind of bad at explaining this. I really hope that you guys can see in detail how I'm doing it. I'm gonna try and explain it, but more than likely I'm just gonna like show you guys how I do it. Alright, so I have my braid, and I'm probably, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a little bit of the gel on the back of my hand. If you watch my makeup tutorial, you know I put everything on the back of my hand. And I'm just going to put it along the braid so that it straightens it a little bit, so that it doesn't peek out of the braid while I am braiding. Alright, here we are. And then to start braiding, this is so hard to explain. So I hold my right hand, like how you'd hold a pencil, like this. Gonna flip that back. Gonna place it on the braid with one of, so like remember how you had 3 strands of hair? One of the strands is gonna be on my hair, the other 2 are gonna be separate. If you know how to braid or plait, cornrow, whichever, you just start doing that. And with this hairstyle, you want to make it really, really tight and neat. So once I start out by braiding flat, once I've gotten enough grip, I move down to just plaiting it. And where I see my hair peeking out right here, I'm gonna add a little more gel to make it blend in with the braiding hair. And then just braid all the way down. What I notice about braiding your hair to make it look uniform and kind of really neat and nice like this, when you're braiding, you don't want to braid up because it's going to make it really chunky and like chunk together, but you want it to be really flat and uniform. So you stretch the hair and you're braiding outwards or downwards. I'm going to braid all the way to the end. Hopefully you guys were able to see and understand what I was doing. So this is showing you guys that it's uniform and I'm braiding downwards. And yeah, I do not have any makeup. I do not have it on. I actually have class at 3 o'clock. My 1:30 got canceled. Whoop whoop. So I was not going to be putting on makeup just to do a video. I'm sorry, I'm really realistic. I could have, but I'm not. If you'd like to see what makeup I would pair with this hairstyle, you can leave that in the comments down below, and then I might actually do a makeup look. I should mention that when you get the pack of hair, I wish I had the box right now to show you guys, but it's gonna, my hair was really long. I don't know how many inches it was, so I cut it in half. That's how I got this length of hair, because I didn't want my hair to be really, really long, but I also wanted it to be some type of long. So here we go, from root to end. Alright, so I'm gonna get back to you guys when I'm like probably up here and show you guys how I do this one, but majority of it, this is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm just going to redo that. I'm just going to keep doing that at the front of my hair, and I also did the second part. I'm only redoing the front rows. So yeah, I'll get back to you guys in a few seconds. Okay guys, so this is about an hour later. So I started out with just doing this braid, and I have done the second row, as you guys can see. The second row is all done. I'm gonna finish the first row, and I'm just gonna show you guys once more how I do this one. it's been about 2 hours and I am done with my hair. This is what it's looking like. I did make it a bit fuller by making these a bit smaller, but this is how I achieve my box braids, how I re-snatch my edges. So this is how I achieved my own box braids while in college without the luxury of going to the salon. If you guys like this tutorial, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe. Leave me some comments down in the comment section, and have a good one, guys. I'll see you in my next one.